Hello everyone, Swamp Pigger here. This is my first live haul video and all that of this weekend and all that, and I'm gonna show some stuff from last weekend too and all that. But I'm gonna start backwards. What I purchased around like 2 o'clock at a state sale today. So starting backwards and all that, found these Braun filters and all that. And I'm trying to see. I'm on the computer so I can refresh. Let me see and all that. Brand new, sealed, and all that. Wait a minute, guys. I want to pull up the deal where I can see the chat a little bit better. Hey, Lonnie, and all that. So I actually got this one was open and all that. Hey, can you hear me, Lonnie? And all that. So I got three of these. Hey, Andy, and all that. Wait till a few people get in here. Let me try to turn it up. Oh, heck. I'm not sure if I had it set right. Can you hear me a little bit better? Hey, Lonnie, Andy, can you hear me? Okay, thanks, man. I'll try to talk a little bit louder. But let's start over. Got these three bond things, and basically it's the same garage sale me and Lonnie was at this morning, and all that. Three of these. One was open, and all that. I did not pay what's on the box. I was there at like right before 2 o'clock. They closed, so I paid $1 a box, and all that. So this whole box I'm about to show you, I paid it basically $11, and all that. Next item was Lonnie. You probably saw these. She was asking 30. And all that. I haven't researched them, but I paid basically $5 for all of them and all that. That's probably kind of paid high on those. Solo cups. She had $15 for both of these boxes. I got them for 25 cents each. Hey John, and all that. But I got them for 25 cents each. This one's sealed. This one's not. I'm not gonna really worry about that one. It also came with the plastic holders. Yeah, I paid $11 for everything in that box, Lonnie. And bought these Pat O'Brien. Basically, I think they serve hurricanes in them down from New Orleans on Bourbon Street and all that. She had like 11.50. Let me pull it up and show it to you. She had $11 on these boxes. I paid $1 for each on these, and it actually has a box. So, and I got two of them right here. So I got those and all that. Bear with me, because I got kind of tight in here. This other item, I'm going to turn the camera over and all that, but if you can kind of see over there, one chair, these are ones you can go to the video and watch me and Lonnie kind of fight over, whatever. But got three of those and all that. And they actually got a matching lounge chair which folds out where you can lay down on it. Go back here and all that. And actually went Friday that sale, and they were there and all that. So I came back this morning. Lonnie was there. I recognized his vehicle and all that. And I got those for $5.50 for all three of them and all that. So let's start over with Saturday sale. I went to a church sale and all that, and basically it was $5 fill a bag. Here are the bags. You can see the $5 on it. Got two bags. But basically a lot of blank men. This is not, probably got a million of these, but like I said, I just filled the bag up for anything that was sealed and new. Got that. These 7 baby Einsteins and all that. I don't think they get much individually, but I figure, heck, selling was a lot. some blank media. I'm not sure exactly what that is. 8mm. So I just put it in there blank. Some hockey puck, I just threw it in there. I got about 18 of these blank, different from Sony, all the different brands, about 18 different cartridges. It's about 65 pieces I had, or a little bit plus or more. That, trying to see else. That's sealed. This is like 4 cassette tapes, sealed, the Visual Bible, and all that. So like I said, anything that was sealed, I just kind of threw in there. Some electric guitar strings, and all that. Hey, Mr. Sadie. Threw that in there. You never know. Little book. And I got about 8 of these sealed. And like I said, I paid $5 for all this. I should have, like I said, I could probably put some more stuff in the bag and all that. But that's that bag. You kind of clear my spot out. Like I said. If you have any questions, I'll try to read them. I'm reading them on my computer. It's kind of hard to read them on my phone. Let's see. Bag number 2. That's bag number 2 there. Ink number 1. Ink number 2 at 88. I'm not sure. I don't think these got a whole lot, but like I said, it was sealed. And I actually looked online. A lot of my dates actually a little better than everybody else. 2013 and back a lot of people, but mine's 2015 on both of those. This is a M Audio SP1 pedal deal. I'm not sure exactly how it works. They don't get big money and all that, but this will probably pay for everything I bought, there. Hey, Sharpie seller. This actually gets about 30 bucks, I think. Free shipping. Shrek 3D, and all that. And I did see some other ones on there, and all that. So, like I said, that's a pretty good deal on that item there. And like I said, a lot of these items I didn't know. Like I said, I should have probably just read. This is something about Harmony deal, and all that. I just stuff it in the bag. It's $5, like you said. Anybody knows, let me know. Now, I did look this one up. I think this is made by Logitech, if anybody's a Harmony deal and all that. But like I said, I meant remote. And like I said, I don't know how to test it and all that because I don't really see any batteries. I think it's got the chargers on the back for like a platform charger. Like I said, Sony Walkman and all that. And all that cassette, and it's like cassette. What model is it? Okay, let's see. I'm like you, I gotta use my readers. Oh, here it's on the front. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. XM-5 2015, Lonnie, and all that. But I haven't tested none of this stuff yet, like I said. Another item, I don't have the cable, but a Sony Car Discman ESP. And all that. Hey, Scott, how's it going, man? And that's basically it for that bag. So basically I paid $10 for those 2 bags there. Leaving out, they had a slide projector over there, and it actually doesn't work, and they didn't know, didn't have the cable, but it looks like it's never been used. Let me grab that. It's a Sawyer 500R and all that, and it's super clean. It looks like this thing was like put on a shelf, but I'll get online, try to get a cable, but it's super clean. And I got a lot of slides and all that. That. Yeah, I went to that same garage sale, like I said, Lonnie, that was state sale, and it was like right at 2 o'clock. I was still in there, asking what time they closed, and they said 2. So I remember you got a good deal, and so I'd start seeing prices and say, well, you take $1 for it, and they would. You know, same garage sale I'm about to forget. You've seen it. Pirates of the Caribbean, sealed. And got this. And all the pieces are in there and all that, so I'm not sure, like I said, really haven't researched anything. And all that. Let me go back to that last garage sale. I did buy this, you know, magazine. The only reason I bought it, you know, I actually saw it Friday, it's laying there, but I actually know this guy in the back who did this photo op for the cigarette company. I actually used to pit for him with Louisiana and Tennessee rounds on the National Hair Scramble circuit back in '85 and '86. You know, he's a real short guy. You know, I actually got run over by holding him up one day by the two-row start system. And you go back here. And Saturday was kind of bust for everybody because of the weather. You know, I hit my second garage sale about 8:15 or so. And I remember seeing this in the pictures. I don't know if Lonnie remembers seeing them or not. I remember seeing some knife blocks, and they looked pretty good, but I couldn't see it that good. Got there and said he sold them. But it was just waiting around. You know, got them to throw this in for free on that one. And this is a sealed Monopoly here. I paid $10. I might have paid a little bit high on it. But like I said, it was sealed, and I got the, like you said, you know, so this is the pieces I hopefully, you know, on the other one. I was missing 2 tokens and all that. Let's see real quick. Friday, found a Sony micro cassette player M430, and it seems to be working.
Let's go, let's go. Going once.
And all that. They had a whole bunch of these. And all that, and I paid $1 for that, so for just playing my jewelry. And all that. Got that. Okay, this is I think the weekend before. Found these soccer shoes. They don't get good money, but I mean I saw a pair on Poshmark for $54, and they kind of look like this, but this is a different model and all that, so I might get about 20 of them. Still got to clean the bottoms of them a little bit better. But this is the same sale where Lonnie bought the Converse shoes, whatever, and all that at. And that same sale, let me see, find it. From Northern Ireland. Let's see. Out that remote, Andy. Like I said, I need to figure out how to test it and all that. Maybe Lonnie will give me a tip and all that. And let's see. Oh, that church sale too. Found these that $5 filler bag. These 2 DM shoes. The only thing bad is I had a pile of stuff and somewhere it hit an ink pen and all that. So anybody got any tips how to get the ink pen? I got a little bit of Goo Gone, try to put on it with a Q-tip where I wouldn't really try to damage it, but if any tips. But the soles are super clean, you know, it's skateboard shoes, but you know, they actually come with red laces for like a double lacing deal. And the weekend before, it's going to take a little bit of time here. You probably saw pictures on Facebook. But this had like $11 each on these things. He had a little box of them. I paid $20 or $21.50 for it, actually. You know, I said, you gave me 25. I asked him how much for the whole box. He said 25. I said 20, and he came back with 21.50, so I took it and all that. And all these have the chargers too, and the different phones. I got like 11 different phones, plus 2. I think they call them shuffles, whatever. You know, and one of them actually works. You know, I actually plugged in the music plays pretty good with these right here. Sorry if I'm wrong and organized. It's my first live video, but I think this is the one that works and all that. So, you know that. So basically, like 9 pieces for, like I said, $21.50. Another one. Most of them, a few of them work and a few of them don't. You know. So I figure parts and repair. Here's another. Another little phone. And all that. And try to look at the questions. What model is what now, Lonnie? On the remote, I couldn't see no numbers on it. You know, like I said, you know, bring out the magnifying glass. Maybe I can see it. But like I said, I got a total, like I said, I think 9 pieces on the phones and all that for $21.50 and all that. Well, that garage sale went today. I bought this because including $11, because I actually got this set. I thought I was missing the lid because it's kind of got a chip, so I'll take this lid and put on the one. Yeah, but this is from like the 60s there. And more stuff I forgot to show. Bibles, like which Lonnie always says to get. And this is from had $4 on it. I got it for $1. 1944 and all that. So I haven't really, like I said, haven't researched any of it yet. Another Bible. You know, this one's pretty clean here. It's actually got the box, which is pretty cool. And all that. And it's pretty old too. So research that a little bit. And I forgot to mention, on the $5 bill bag, I got this Bible. You know, I might keep this for myself. You know, like I said, keep it in my truck, so when I go to church every Sunday, I don't have to worry about hauling my regular Bible with me. And all that. Let's see, look at the messages. Wow, Parrot, you saw a Bible for $60, cool. And all that, but like I said on that, got that at the, that's at the Cedar Crest Bible Church, on Old Hammond and on Cedar Crest, Lonnie. And another sale, I think last Friday, let me see, grab up here, this might have been last week. I went to one garage sale. She was I guess a veterinarian that goes to people's houses. You know, doesn't have a deal, but I got there like 6:15 and it was like a 6 o'clock garage sale. I got there and she didn't have nothing out. And I said, you know, she said she wasn't ready and all that. And I did see this. I paid like $5 for 2 boxes, and these are actually sealed. I think I paid $5. I'm not sure exactly. All of it's sealed. You know, I got 2 boxes just like, you know, another box just like this that is sealed. Plus, I have like a 3-pack, whatever I bought from her. And so bear with me, people. Another garage sale. Brand new in the box. And all that. These are women's shoes. And all that. Like I said, military. Shoes in the military, Air Force. And all that. But I only paid $2 for them and all that. So any recommendations for getting that off? Not, I'll just probably, you know, figure out something, sell them without the box. But the box, I think, would make it a lot better. And also, she was selling her hat. This thing's never been worn and all that. And like I said, that whole is designed to put, you know, your medals or whatever, your insignia and all that. But this is, I think, means Air Force here. Like I said, never worn. Parrot Head. I said, you may need to find a part-time job, honey. Yeah, it's hard for me to do all this. Man, it's so tight in here and all that. Trying to make room at my work and all that. Kind of like I said, my dad's been sick. And like I said, I've been running the business for the last 2 weeks. Like I said, he was in the hospital for a week and all that. Another find, I think this was last week. These things are super clean, some Nikes and all that. Yeah, Lonnie, I'll hire you. Maybe we could trade out some way. You know, I got the other one somewhere else. And all that. So same garage sale where I bought the shoes where Lonnie got the Converse at. Bought this Sony Handycam and all that. If you look, the corrosion, I can't even get the thing open yet. I haven't really tried, but he went inside, tried to, I think, use a knife, a butter knife. I'm gonna sell this as parts and repair and all that, but he gave it for me for $2. So plus the bag and all the cables and all that, $2. So all that. I need to get more organized. Another tip, maybe a little tip. This is not from I bought at a garage sale, but my warehouse manager, which is around the corner right here, Climate Control, he found this for me. He didn't know what it was, but as soon as he gave it to me, I knew what it was. And this is pretty heavy. This is made by Pearl. And they make good stuff. This is a snare drum bass stand. Okay. Another pair of shoes. I think this was last week. Adidas. Size, I think 11 and a half. And all that. Super clean. And if you wait a second, I'm going to grab something real quick, people. Talk amongst each other. I'm back. I don't even know how many people I got in here. I got only 12 people watching. And all that. I found these shoes, the same place where this was at his state sale too. Also here, I think it's the same one that me and Lonnie went to, but he was running it in another location. These are Italian made. They were my size, super clean. I figure I'll wear them a few times, but not some. But I kind of like them, so I mean, shoes last forever if you take care of them. So I think I'm gonna keep these. Like I said, they'll last forever. Put that back. See what else, people. Let's see. Don't forget to watch a Six Pack show tonight. I think it's on Dwayne's channel. Is that right? Lonnie and Andy. Got that camera. Got that camera. I don't remember what garage sale I got that at, but you saw Lonnie's little tip on using clothespins. I'm gonna spray paint like certain groups of 10 with marking, put little numbers on them. But I paid 25 cents for these. It's like a 50 pack. So heck, mark my stuff with that. So good tip, Lonnie. And let me see what else. I think that's it for right now. As far as I can see, like I said, it's tight fit around here. Oh, Lonnie, where you bought your workbench at? I don't have all the items, but I bought these calibers. I got, he was in my neighborhood. I actually went by Friday, whatever, and he was just starting to put stuff out. Most of it was inside, so I was trying to get a jump on everybody, but he didn't have nothing really out. I didn't see these, but these are made in Japan and all that, but paid $10 for it. Also paid $10 for some wood turning tools. He was an ink pen maker. The wooden pens and all that, and I paid $10 for those. I should be able to get about 80 for it. I had a little bit of rust, and I got some moisture removing solution and stuck them in that. What's Mr. Sadie talking about? Ventures clothespins. I think you're talking about the old style. You just kind of like forced on the line and all that. And most people don't know what a clothesline is. I grew up in the backyard. All backyards in North Baton Rouge had clotheslines, those metal tees and all that. and all that. I think Lonnie got the other two footballs, but I think I only paid $1 for this and all that. So, like I said, it would go first class, which, like Lonnie mentioned and all that. And let's see what else. But the wood turning tools, I wish I had them with me. I got them at work. But like this, so I hope to get about $80. Brand new, they go for around 150, 200. And there's different models and all that. And he actually had the lathe there. I should have went back. I went back that Friday. Cool, Lonnie, you sold the footballs. How much did you get for them? Because like I said, I don't think they're gonna get much for them. But like I said, first class, at least you ship it, $4, make a few dollars off of it. But he had a lathe tool and the ink pen tools. I went back and he actually sold it, or I think both of them for 50 or $100. But I don't know why he didn't want to spend $25 to get it fixed. I mean, if that's what he was into, But like I said, it was brand new. I think he said it goes for like $1,000 and all that. So I got 13 plus shipping for one of them. The reason why you didn't buy that one there, was it like a less value, Lonnie, or like I said, some of these cheap footballs, I know that I think even yours had you got barcodes, so that's going to tell me it's just a cheap football and all that if it has a barcode on it, and all that. Mr. Sadie, me and you won't return on him, but below decent money. Thanks, Scott, and all that. And where's the you see, you mentioned where the tonight's Six Pack show is at? Yeah, MSP. Okay, yeah. Watch Dwayne. Starts at 7 o'clock. And all that. And if you, I don't remember if I ever showed on show mentioned, but if you get on my Poshmark channel, I sold clothing by Swamp. I sold a briefcase I found a couple weeks ago. No, a couple weeks ago, about a year ago. I had it on eBay. Never, but I started at like $300. And I remember, Lonnie, I paid like $3 for it. I was hanging on the wall and actually tried to talk them down to $2. But I had $250 on Poshmark, and they offered me $225. I'm not going to be stingy and greedy. I took it instantly, and I went out Saturday and all that. So hopefully, like he said, pays for it, and he's happy on it. But like I said, but George, they go new for over like $400, and I still had the plastic on the clasp, so that's a plus. So and I showed that in the picture, make sure that and all that. And let's go to any questions and all that. 10 watching now, man. Sorry, like I said, it might be my phone built it. I didn't turn my sound up inside the phone. Sorry, Donna. First live video. No, I don't talk. I'm at home planning a trip to Florida. The whole state is Walgreens. Cool. Okay, I'm trying to think if that's everything I see. I think that's everything, people. So thank you for watching. I'm going to write on about for 30 minutes and all that. Any other questions? And all that. Okay, any questions before we close this thing? I'm doing it right about 30 minutes. Yeah, Lonnie. Well, you can buy me a lunch, and maybe I'll start at 9 o'clock. Give you a head start. But I think I like, like I said, that church deal, fill a box. I wish I had the room because they were, like I said, charging $30 to fill a huge box up. And the prices on that estate sale stuff, like $30. My debate on the channel, I think it's going to be, but like I said, a lot of that stuff they had $4 and $5, $6 on it. I was asking a dollar, and she was taking it. I think the biggest thing is those filters I'll make my money on and all that. So I think, like I said, out of everything I bought today, I think that one DVD and a couple of items I paid for everything I did this whole week. It looks like everything I can think of. And all that. If you want to see me, Lonnie Squabble with lawn chairs, watch his video. He put it out around 11 o'clock. I was actually in church. Saw him this morning, went to church, and I got out of church, checked it on my video, on my phone, in the parking lot, and like I said, watched part of the video. No, I didn't watch the end of it yet. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully maybe I'll do a couple of these in the future and all that. And don't forget to watch the show tonight. Bye.